Hello and welcome to another episode of Shiftaholics. Today we're gonna go to my friend's place and we're gonna check out his Mini Cooper. He's done a lot of crazy shit to this car, so it's pretty interesting. It's unlike any other Mini Cooper you've ever seen. There's beyond going rims, tires. He tore this thing apart. He changed the tranny. He's messed with the gears. There's nothing factory about it. And what's so interesting, it doesn't look outrageous. It's pretty. You're gonna see it soon. So we're gonna head out right now. So we're finally here, looking at this beautiful 2004 Mini Cooper. As you can see from the lack of the vent for the hood vent, for the hood scoop, I should say, for the supercharged model. This is not a supercharged model. This is a naturally aspirated 1.6, I believe. It's heavily modified. It's actually understated how much it's been changed. There's some hints, some little things to tell you that it's not exactly original, like that exhaust actually that came off. That's modified from a C-Class AMG exhaust, cat back. It's been custom made. I think the exhaust, the actual muffler is from a AMG C-Class. There's some brake upgrade stuff, NK wheels. There's just too much stuff to list. It's been a labor of love for my close friend, and there's some little imperfections, but he's gonna get that grille replaced anyway. So it was custom painted, obviously. A lot of the whole suspension, it has the transmission was hand built for this car. There's just too many things to list. He has some cheapo Somimoto tires, but they're actually pretty grippy. I mean, with these cars, they're already really grippy. The suspension is set up to grip. You can't even get it to drift, to get the back out. So it's I wouldn't recommend going with the cheapo Somimotos, but he's had very good luck with them. So let's take a look at the interior. As you saw from one of our previous videos, the interior was custom wrapped in leather. As you can see, this is all the custom leather work, and the headliner was changed. We do have a video on that. There's a car seat in there. Let's just turn off the radio. So, but the seats are still stock. However, the dashboard was redone. It was actually making a little bit of noise because the plastic, once it gets old and brittle, it starts making noise. So my friend actually took the dashboard apart, and all the places where it connects to the actual body, he actually put the double-sided tape. Not a regular 3M stuff he used. It's still 3M, but the rubberized one. So it's just as solid as you can get. As you can see from the odometer, it is 179,000 miles. I mean, but you would never know driving this thing. I think it didn't drive this good when it was new. So I think it's time to take it for a spin. After one taping that didn't work out, turned out that the camera wasn't on.
Wow.
And so we're gonna do another review. But so we're here. Well, let me just lower the seat so I'm a little more comfortable. Yeah, we got a
window.
So we're here in this 2004. Oh man, I think I lowered it too much, but it's okie dokie. So we're in a Mini Cooper. We're taking it for a spin. One of the first things I noticed is how responsive it is, how direct the steering is. And what's so amazing is that, you would assume it's hydraulic, but it's electrically assisted steering. You'd never be able to tell. I mean, there's not too many cars out there. I haven't driven one, but maybe the 3 Series that have such direct steering, the new 3 Series, and still is electrically assisted. I mean, it's still not the same as my E46. The E46, has a little more. I think that it, you get a little bit more road feel, but this is just incredible for a little car. It's so direct. It is, for a driver, for a person that enjoys driving a car, they will absolutely love driving this thing. I mean, what he's done to it is, it's pretty extreme. And going through the car, there's not too many people that are gonna tear out the interior, tear out the exterior, basically tear out the whole thing.
Soundproof the whole vehicle.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Change the headliner.
And it's modest. It's not, it's not overstated. It doesn't have like huge
cheesy.
spoilers and fins popping out of everywhere.
No,
So
it just looks clean.
yeah, it looks clean. It looks almost stock. If you didn't know better, you would think it's stock.
Just in good condition, you would think.
Yeah, and no one would tell that it has 200K.
The steering's amazing.
Yeah, the steering.
Last minute turns.
The clutch is pretty light. You would assume that this car would have a heavy clutch. It does not.
Yeah, I wish the
you'd have the
shifter
short.
would be a little bit lower.
Well, it's not the lower. The throw is very big. I don't like the throw. You can get the short throw, but
it's
the
not
owner.
a turbocharged vehicle to have it short.
No, but it doesn't matter. It's just not convenient. The throw is very, very long. Maybe I'm used to mine because all of my cars have the short throw in it. But you could really feel the suspension work he's done. He replaced all the bushings with the polyurethane ones, so they're a little rougher. But surprisingly, unlike on my Subaru, the ride isn't rough. It's only when you need when you're going into the turn, it gives you that firmness that you need in a sporty handling type of car. So, I mean, you've driven it.
Yeah, no, it's nice. The suspension handles well. It's small, so you could.
Oh yeah, it's small. I mean, we were trying to get it sideways. Actually, the owner of the car was, he was on these new tires and everything. He was brave enough actually to, do a handbrake turn on it, and it was so grippy it wouldn't do it. It was just, it was just
2 inches.
Yeah, that's about it. It's just so well planted.
Yeah, I think we need some rain.
Yeah, rain, snow to get it. I mean, this thing will tripod before it slides.
Yeah, it's perfect around turns like right now.
Yeah, look, there's a truck in front.
That's why it belongs in Europe.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, some parts,
Some parts of Mass are okay. It's a perfect car for cruising in the city.
I mean,
maybe 2 people. I wouldn't have
girls with
family.
it,
Sure, you'd be surprised. He said he'd be picking up girls with it.
Especially with the baby seat in the back.
He said this car gets more girls than the Mercedes says. It gets more heads turning. It's a head
yeah,
turner.
the paint job is.
All the Mini owners that have Minis,
there's
they
like a
wave
mini
to him.
cult. There's this mini cult.
They all wave and give him the sign, and they go by. He gives them the sign back. It's part of the Mini group.
The mini secret handshake or secret wave.
You wouldn't know anything about that.
But it is very composed. The chassis is so firm, and like I said, firm in a nice, sophisticated way, not in a, it's so firm. My teeth are rattling every time I go over a
Did he
bump.
upgrade the brakes too?
Yeah, the brakes are upgraded. I don't know what he pulled the brakes out of, but they're obviously all brand new. I think it's from a new Mini. They're a little bigger because it's
just
from
like
a new.
the exhaust is from an 09. I bet you he did the brakes from an 09 too.
Yeah, by the way, I made a mistake. He went through a few variations of exhausts. one of them was from an AMG, and then it made too much noise. So actually, the exhaust on this car is from an 09 Mini Cooper. So this is 04. It's very different.
He had it reprogrammed because it was thrown off
the codes, because the air to fuel mixture got all mixed up when he added the he did the ignition upgrade, and he did the the cone filter, and then he went with a larger pipe cat back. So it was, the computer basically didn't know what was going on. I think it was in safe mode because it was slower before. When the check engine came on, it was kind of hesitant to accelerate.
Now no lights, nothing.
No, now it's you would never in your wildest dreams. No one, if someone put a sticker over this odometer, I would say this is a new car, or this is at least a low mileage car. The amount of work. But in reality, it is a new car because he put everything. He changed everything. So it is a new car, and in some ways, it is better than the new car, because the new car is kind of
this way
alternative. Let's put it that way.
You know what he put into it, which is everything. So it is a new car with all brand new parts.
No, but I'm saying that the new car lost some of its meaniness. First of all, it's bigger. Second of all, I think it's kind of uglier. Third of all, I think the steering is lighter on the new Mini. I might be wrong. I don't know which one. I drove the S. This was 2000. This was a year ago, 2015, 2014. And the steering was, I think, was lighter. This is pretty heavy. This is almost like my Beamer. Although my Beamer, you feel a little bit more resistance in hard turns. This one, I actually turned this car a few times hard, and it still is amazing. It's not something you could complain over.
Way lighter than your Beamer, too.
Yeah. No, it has this quality feel to it that it has that BMW feel, that BMW, because BMW makes it. If you look at the brake calipers, it says BMW all over them.
Yeah. Well, not the ones he has in here now.
No, they do too, because they're also from a Mini. They're just from a newer one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a nice little car. But like I was saying earlier, it would be, for me, I would have it as a third or fourth car.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can't put people in here. It's not like, it's a closest equivalent of, if you want to know how a Mini drives, like, is go drive a go-kart.
Yeah,
and they're a lot of fun.
It's like a go-kart.
They're not a family car. You wouldn't see more, child seats in back of those. There's no back, so, but it's.
Well, it's got two seats back there, buddy.
Well,
in a Mini.
You gotta cut your feet off or legs off.
And for children.
Yeah.
Kids.
Children with no legs.
Well, no, they're sitting up on the high chair, so their legs are way up here, anyways.
So.
It's fun.
I think overall it's just a toy. It is a really cool toy, but it's still a toy. Like some of the other cars we review, they're daily drivers. This is not really a daily driver. He has the minivan, and he always has some other car. By the way, for just for reference, the person that owns this car is actually he's a mechanic. Well, he's a body man, so he's into cars. He has other cars that he drives. So this is
one of them.
Yeah, this is one of them. And it is a joy to drive. But if I had to say the things that I don't like about it, I guess it's I don't know. I always think that, what if it was a rear-wheel drive car? I know rear-wheel drive, the weight distribution would be all messed up, and or what if I guess it's good front-wheel drive. Maybe that's not.
I don't think it would be as zippy if it was rear.
Oh, it would be zippy, but you could kick the back out easy. But this thing, it's so short that kicking the back out, you would most likely spin. You wouldn't be able to hold it.
No, I think it needs to.
I mean, honestly, I have no complaints, except the big thing, the throw. Oh my God! Here's first gear, second gear. In my car, and I have the short throw on all of my cars. This would be first. This would be second. This would be third. This is just not convenient. And I'm not even talking about racing people, it's just not convenient. But yeah, I have no other quarrels with this thing, except I think he needs to adjust the e-brake.
Holding.
No, it's holding.
Leaving him in neutral.
So alright guys,
thank you.
Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. We'll make more videos for you guys, and we'll see you soon.